You want to know how to make 4.4% on your Bitcoin right now? Well, check out my Twitter and buy my new Bitcoin technical indicators for a low price of just $9,999. Okay, no, seriously, here is how. Bitcoin has a $300 premium on Bitfinex against its USD pairing. Arbitrage opportunity. But how did that happen? Why am I sat down? And do you actually want to trade that? All of that and more coming up. We can possibly safely assume that people are dumping their tether for Bitcoin en masse over there, causing it to rise so much. This is quite possibly the real reason that the markets are actually green today. I will literally fight you if you disagree with me. Whether or not you actually want to arbitrage it is up to you. A couple risks you need to be aware of first, though. Number one, it's USD, meaning you're going to have to, when you withdraw, it needs to go into a bank, which means 5 days at a minimum, I believe, at best, and at worst, months, or even never. And number two, risk. Bitfinex could stop at any moment all withdrawals. Now, this is obviously a counterparty risk that's introduced anytime you use an exchange, but is a little bit higher when you're dealing with Bitfinex, at least right now. Anyway, the en masse buying of Bitcoin over there is no doubt fueled by the signed affidavit yesterday from the General Counsel of Bitfinex that Tether is now officially 74% backed by cash and equivalents. So far, at least $243 million have been withdrawn from the exchange in a series of transactions you can see here. How long can that continue? They boldly claim it's absolutely fine, however. They updated their wording about Tether, so, it allows them to do this. It's fractional reserve lending, and they've even said, hey, you know what, that's what the banks do. So, fair enough. Except they lied to us. Then they tried to cover up that lie. And now we're to accept their word that it is 74% backed by proven liars. Okay. Breaking news, Feds just seized part of Bitfinex's missing $850 million. Arrests made. An HSBC account referenced in a federal indictment directly connects Bitfinex to bank fraud. Okay, wow. The US government has Bitfinex's money now. Or at least a part of it. Now, you should know, you do not mess with the law when it comes to money laundering. Basically, anything even remotely close to tax evasion, they treat that more seriously than anything. Murder doesn't matter. It's the worst crime to commit. I don't really have anything more to add than what I've already said, yet that it's just another domino that has fallen. And if you want to know what happens when all the dominoes has fallen, check out my video yesterday. And can I just say how typical it is that the US government is all over this situation like a locust swarm, yet when it comes to actually approving anything beneficial for Bitcoin, all I hear is crickets. Anyway, Changpeng Zhao responds, great time to clean up house, announce you are delisting Tether perhaps until they do a real audit or at least stop breaking the law. That would actually probably quite be a nice pump for Bitcoin on your exchange, arguably the right thing to do. We will be moving USDT funds to a new cold wallet address. One large transaction coming. Funds are Safu. What is happening here? He's recycled an old meme. Crypto has gone from attempting to replace the legacy financial system to full-on fractional reserve lending supporting. And you know why he's still supporting it? Because it's too big to fail. Does this sound familiar to anyone? Literally, one of the only reasons I was first ever interested in cryptocurrency. I'm getting emotional. To prevent things like the 2008 financial crisis and subsequent bank bailout. I just can't even. He clearly wouldn't do this unless it was... I'm just realized it looks funny that I'm sat down. He clearly wouldn't do this unless it was important. CZ is attempting to keep the boat floating here, which is proving everything I talked about in yesterday's video, but for the record, I'd much rather be completely wrong about all that kind of stuff. Someone asked me in the comments, well, do you like turtles? Yes, but also they asked me, do you want crypto to be supported by a scam? And I wish things were that black and white. Put it this way, if Bitfinex But more importantly, IFINX as the issuer of Tether was brought down and Tether collapses, and it has a domino effect on the rest of the exchanges. They struggle to withdraw and crypto tanks like a Mt. Gox collapse. Remember, these are all very maybe events. There's no guarantee any of this would actually happen. Maybe it'll actually be one of the best things to happen for Bitcoin. There's no real saying what the possibilities of this outcome is. If it did have an extremely negative chain reaction and crypto is set back years on its progress to mainstream adoption and acceptance, while there are still vulnerable, unbanked people out there who could benefit right now from being their own banks, I don't know. It probably is best that the scam is brought down, but it keeps me up at night. Wouldn't it be cool though, in a final blaze of glory, before Bitfinex are thrown in jail, print 100 billion Tether, take Bitcoin to 100K, and then the masses would come and then we'd very harshly correct, but it would be quite fun. Let me know what you guys think of this. Is this whole situation being blown out of proportion? Or is this crazy big? Sub it up if you haven't. Leave a like on this video, that's very much appreciated. Check out my video yesterday if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably standing. I don't know why I'm sat down. Just thought I'd go for it. So crazy daily.